Today's a perfect day for spraying primer. Okay, so it's a little cold this morning, but the forecast is to warm up with sunny skies for the rest of the week. So I'm going to get started on masking off some of these parts to spray the primer, and hopefully, if things go well, we'll get some primer laid down today. Okay, so to get started, we're going to start with this passenger door. Finally do the rest of the disassembly here. It's just a matter of removing the door handle here, the lock mechanism, and I've got a couple things, just the window crank and this door handle I'm going to remove from the inside. So let's get started. Okay, so that was a bit of a struggle to get this out. These were a little more rusted than the other side, and as you'll see if you do any research, there's these little wedges that slide down into here that hold the door handle into the door. They're held on with these little kind of spring clips that you have to kind of bend back to get the wedge out, and unfortunately the one broke, so it's kind of a bummer, but that's what happens when you're working on old cars. So I'll have to pick up a new one of those. Okay, so I got those things all masked up. I'm going to paint, not paint, I'm gonna spray down some primer just on the inside of the doors. I'll do the top of the hood and the outside of the trunk, or what's it called, tailgate hatch. So because I'm spraying primer, what I'm going to do first is I've got to switch the nozzle on my cheap paint gun here, and so that's what I'll do now. It just take a minute. I've got everything outside in the sun. Hopefully it'll warm up a bit, It's still a little cool, but it's continually getting warmer as the day goes on. So I'm gonna switch this up, get it ready for primer, and then we'll see how we look as far as the temperature goes. Okay, so I've got everything set up outside here. I am going to give it one more wipe down with some isopropanol alcohol, and then I will go back inside and mix up the high build primer, and then we'll get to spraying. Okay, so I'm ready to mix this up. We're using Slick Sand by Evercoat. I used this on the rabbit project and it worked pretty good. So I'm going to open this up, mix it up into one of these. Basically add 1 tube of hardener for 1 quart of this. So I'm hoping I have enough here, and I'll open this up, mix it up, and then I will add a tube of hardener. So this I've had inside, keeping it warm for the last few days, so hopefully the temperature will not be a factor. Okay, so I've got that primer down onto the major areas on these pieces that I wanted. Basically, I just went over the parts that kind of had some body work done so I can smooth them out a little better. That's all the Slick Sand I've got currently here. So what I'm going to do is I'll have to run to the store, and then I will pick up some more, and that'll give these a chance to sit a bit. And then I will flip these over and hopefully get a coat of the primer down on the other side as well. I'm not going to be painting the underside of the hood or the tailgate here, basically just the doors. So, and then eventually we'll be doing the kind of the body of the Jeep. So I'll bring the camera in and you can just take a quick look. Okay, like I said, I mostly just did kind of the door tops here where I did those repairs and reinforcements. It looks pretty good. This is all, or the majority of this is going to be sanded down, so I think it looks pretty good. We've got the tailgate here. You can see it's got some texture to it. But I think that's fairly normal for the sprayable primer. Like I said, the majority of this is going to be sanded off, so I'm happy with how it turned out, and just need to pick up some more, and yeah, we'll be moving on to the next step. Okay, back from the store, another gallon of Slick Sand. It's probably way more than I need, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. Going to mix this up, get it back in the spray gun, do the fronts of the doors, and then depending on how much time I have, I may start masking the Jeep. But I do have to get the hard top off as well, so we'll see how it goes. May or may not get to that today, but let's get going. Okay, so we were a little lacking in commentary there. I had a bunch of the primer in the gun and quickly decided I needed to use it up, so we did kind of a mad dash to get the top off, and this masked up, kind of a quickie mask job because it's just primer and most of it's going to be sanded off, but yeah, it turned out pretty good. We've got basically most of the body done. I still have to remove the windshield. I didn't have time to get the windshield off, so that's still going to happen because we're replacing the windshield frame and the windshield itself. So that'll be probably next time. But yeah, we're happy. We've got it basically got all the way around with some the high build primer. So I'll grab the camera and I'll just take you a quick walk around and we'll take a look and see from there. Okay, so here you go. We were able to get kind of the grill done, and along the sides here, this is where the repairs were done. Kind of a quickie job over the cowl there. Through here, it laid down pretty good, similar to the I think actually this the new primer was a little thinner. I think that older stuff had thickened up a little bit. I wasn't able to get it to spray quite as nicely as this stuff did, but yeah, I think this turned out good. Oh, I just noticed we got a bit of a smooge there. Somebody must have leaned up against it, so you can see, hopefully, yeah, we're probably gonna have to respray that and sand it, so darn. Anyways, yeah, the rest of it turned out pretty good, so next step, sand it all down. Okay, so that's where we're gonna end this video. Very happy with what we got done. Looking forward to getting it all inside and kind of block sanding it all smooth, and then hopefully, if all goes well, we might be able to spray some paint pretty soon, which is gonna be fantastic. There's just a slight chance, especially like over there where I noticed I leaned into the primer while I was spraying it, that we might have to spray a little bit more primer in some spots, trouble spots, but hopefully not. Actually, we do also have to get the windshield off. Probably spray around there a bit, but we'll see how that goes. So anyways, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on Analog Generation.